road is very difficult to read.
It's hard for all of us to, for any of us here for sure, to be Masbid Friedlander Rebbe. Masbid, we keep saying here that it's not a Hespeidim, and even just to say a few words about Rebbe is very, very difficult for all of us. And I have to say, I'm just a top of extra embarrassed because I didn't prepare to say a few words here now. And I don't feel it's much of a cover to Rebbe, but the person has to do what they have to do. The Mordechai and Nachum Shlomo says that he has a kasha in Tzaddik Goyz Hashem Mekayim, that has a shaykh such a thing, Tzaddik Goyz and Hashem Mekayim. There's a gzeira, Tzaddik Goyz Hashem Mekayim. So he's masbeh that the Indian is that it's that chelik al kamimal that's in the tzaddik, that's what's being poiled over here, and it's not the tzaddik going negative the rotzen of the Rebbeinu Shalom, but that's the rotzen of the Rebbeinu Shalom himself. We know that Moshe Rabbeinu was a Ish Elikim. Chazal say that he was part of the Shamayim, part of the Oretz. Moshe Rabbeinu, we know, had the bechina of Ish and the bechina of Elikim, both these bechinas. And as we're hearing so much, and we all know that the Rebbe had these two bechinas his whole entire life, of being both in bechina of Ish and being the bechina of Elikim. He was with us all these years. It's actually very emotional for myself also as well, coming back to Neve. We're going back 30 years for myself. Others it was more, some less. That doesn't make a difference because we all had that special relationship with Rebbe. That I could keep hearing of that one of a father, mamish of a father, and mamish of a madrich, and both bechinas. Not every father is a madrich, and every madrich is a father. And feeling that we all had that, we had both with him all the years. And it all started in the way we used to be. I remember I was walking up now with my wife, and I said that's where the place, that's where Friedlander's room used to be. We passed by the old base in Reddish there. And I remember that when it's coming to Neve, that pachad that we had standing outside the room. And that pachad stayed all the years, no matter how close, I think I can speak for everybody here. But no matter how close everybody was with Rebbe, we always had that pachad. There was that the Ish, but there was also that Elikim. And it started a little bit. We were always terrified. We used to develop a little bit of a shaykhis with Rebbe, and Baruch Hashem. So some of us got that little closer. And when I went back so I wrote this also in this article a little bit. I wrote how I used to write him, and I used to write hundreds of shilas back then. Halavai today, I should have hundreds of shilas to ask like that. But they used to ask all these shilas, and he would take the time to answer every one. I remember, that small handwriting, the tiny handwriting. I remember I used to get a letter from a Friedlander. I took the time to write everything. And through every single step of our lives, he was with us. Every single step, myself. Getting married, having children, coming into Chassidus. It was one of the things I wrote about also is how, he said to my life, for me personally, how he was madrich me personally to come to Caroline Stone. For me, he felt that was the best place. I wrote that he told me that, at the time he told me that, he said, Moshe, he says there might be a lot of Rebbes that can maybe pull people out of Gehenna, but he said the Stone Rebbe is going to make sure his Chassidim don't get in there in the first place. He told me, and I remember he telling me, I said, Moshe, take a look. He said, take a look. We all remember that. Take a look. So he said, take a look, Moshe. He said, I was looking at different places at the time. And for me, this is for me, everyone, he was mad, each person would be where they were supposed to go and what they were. He said, take a look. He says, you want to sit there, you can go to a place, you're going to sit down, they're going to sit you down by the dish, you're going to get a lot of covet, and, you'll be very, very happy. And, you'll be very, very happy. He says, Moshe, there's more to it than that. And I think this would be the best place for you to go. And I went, and it was my whole life. It changed my whole entire life. And he always had a special nachas for this. I heard that the Stone Rebbe actually went last night to be Menachem Oval, and they were speaking about the nachas that he had of knowing that he was madrich me personally for this, and he was just with us on every step of the way, and how like he said, and how he's able to to care, and at the same time, Torah was Torah and halacha was halacha, and it had to be sitting. But he would make the person feel good every single time. And I remember also sitting, although we mentioned about this Reagan. So I remember sitting how he used to be all the years, sitting there. And at the time we were learning the halachas. I was in the kollel then, we were learning the halachas. And of course I asked him if I could to sit there to get a little shimush, to sit with him. So of course, Friedlander needs to sit to get shimush. So I was sitting there for days and days, sitting there, seeing people coming in and out. And first of all, we had a special, whenever back then it was in Yerushalayim, in Gula. And whenever the Telstone Chavra used to come from the Vey and the Rebbeim and with all this Reagan, he had such an extra special simcha. Such a simcha came in, and I was, when they used to come in with the shilas, and they used to all come in groups, I remember that it was very special. But each person, how we would look, and he would take the esrog, and he would look at him, even if it wasn't so, but he would always make the person, try to make the person feel good. Shayna esrog, Gavalda, okay, up is here, there, but he used to make the person feel so good. But at the same time, when the halacha was the halacha, he had to say it as it was. But when he could, he always looked for that Pesach to be able to give over. I didn't want to take too much time. I wrote in the thing also that there was a nes that I felt for myself that on last Thursday morning, I very rarely, I'm not in Stam. I very rarely have shilas in Stam, but I had a shilah in Stam. I had a shilah. And I pushed it off a little bit. It was Hanukkah time. I pushed off. I said Thursday. I said I'm going to go to Rebbe. But really, I always had to look. That was also this bechin of Isha. Like I was very close for 30 years with Rafi. I didn't make a move without him. But I would never. I personally, maybe others did. I couldn't just call to say, hello, how are you, how you feel. I very rarely could I do that unless I had no choice. But I would go out to shilas, which was all the time, and I would ask him, and then from there, maybe that's so. I was just little I had a shaila, and so I went. I wouldn't go stam, and I went. So I was there Thursday. I was just there Thursday morning with him, and I didn't know it was the last time we were to see him. And when I was sitting there with him, it was in the morning. It was at 8:15, and he started taking the shas there in the morning in Ramat Shlomo there, and he was so happy when I came in. He sat down with me. I showed him the shilas. He looked at it, basket, and he started asking me different things. We just maybe some made a chasana. He's like how the chasana kala was, and he asked about a certain town that he has in Australia. And he was asking about this and that, different. And he was asking at the same time. It wasn't like he had time to schmooze, because at the same time he had shilas. Like we all know. And he had shilas coming in from all over. Shilas coming in, everybody knows. They were coming with stam, with the shilas. All this was going on when I was, as he was schmoozing with me. He was schmoozing with me in between, and this was all going on. So I said to him, I said, Rebbe, they should write a book about you called An Hour in the Life of Mordechai Friedlander. That's what I said to him. That was basically the last thing that he smiled, and that was the last words that I was to say to him. Tzaddikim Mesosim Kruim Chaim. Rebbe was always there for us all the years, and I'm sure he'll be for us, always be for us. He should be a Melech Yosha for a special mishpacha. He was so dedicated to them, and they were so dedicated to him, and to his next family, the Nevei family, and the Telstone family, and then all the different mishpachas that he had. Should be military for all those added mishpachas, all the years, even later on when he added a whole new mishpacha with the shul, a whole new to do for him. Another mishpacha was in. He should be military for all the mishpachas, and for all the people that shaykhs with him, and for all the Klal Yisrael.
I just want to thank each and every one of you who came to listen, and all those who shared your insights with us. Right? I know personally that I got a tremendous chizuk from listening to you, and maybe only hear Paser Service and so on.